afternoon, or probably good morning. Or just like in Akshay case, it is evening time. Do you sometimes
And
think about what business to start? Or maybe right now you start a business, but you don't really have any passion for the business. So today I have an amazing guest with me, Akshay, all the way from Australia, and he will tell us more about his amazing journey. How did he end up in real estate when actually he was doing just a normal job, 9 to 5 in IT, and then he went into beauty. So Akshay, I'm so happy to have you on the show. Welcome here.
thank you so much, Olga, having me on board. It's always a pleasure talking to you and coming on board and see what's been happening in life. And yeah, how's I will start somewhere. The journey has been really long, years and years of hard work, and sleepless nights, and people always think it's pretty easy to just jump in and thinking of thinking of doing a business is, I know it's a dream for everyone,
Yes.
but with business, definitely it comes with a lot of hard work, so which a lot of people don't want to put in.
That's so
So yeah, so like how I see you, I think you've been working really hard as well. It's nothing is easy in this life.
Yes, yes. I'm
And I
actually the biggest shift, and I think maybe you had the same shift, is when you understand it's not about working hard, it is about working smart. And until you get that bottom, I guess, of you pushing yourself and making it with effort, only then you realize actually it's about concentrating on what is the most important thing. And
oh yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like, what actually do you want? What actually drives you? What actually makes you passionate? But actually, before we go into the big business journey, which I'm sure is exciting and definitely was worthwhile in your life, can you tell us more about what's happening there right now? Is it like what, 10 p.m. right now in Australia?
Yes, it's 10 p.m. in Melbourne, so Melbourne Standard Time, 10 o'clock at night. And it's just on a special request. I usually don't work at that late.
Thank you so much. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that actually you agreed to come on show this time because I know it's outside of your working hours, but I'm very grateful. But you just proving again another point that sometimes you do go extra mile and sometimes it is about building relationships because I've been also on your show and we spoke a few times already and also been on your wife's show and it just shows how it's important to build relationships. So do you think
Oh,
relationship building is one of the things which is important in a business, or do you think it's something where people should not care and not pay attention to?
that's a funny question. I was sitting with a client of mine. It's a funny story. This is something just came in today. I was sitting with my client, and they asked me what is why are you different? They asked me, why are you different than other people? I said, I'm different because I value for relationship rather than valuing for money.
Yeah.
So my values are very different. I don't see, if you have a relationship, money comes.
Yes.
The first thing is a relationship. But what I see with a lot of people out there who start business, from day one, they think from magic's gonna happen, and the money tree is gonna grow in one day, and you're gonna start taking the money off the money tree. So it's a long journey. I come from a business family, so my dad has I've since I'm born, so by listening to my family, what's happening, how things are going, and how I've been through recession in 1999, when my family business went down into recession, and and things just went off the board. So 90s, I was very young, so you can well imagine I was only 15 years old,
Yes.
um, back in days. And when you're 15, you have a lot of sense, what's going on in the family and what's happening with the businesses. So I have grown out of that time where from doing really well, we gone down to the drain. Like, it just hit rock bottom for us from 99 to 2001, especially for my dad's business. So the journey was already in. We were already in. We were exporting stuff in US, and everything was going well, and then the hell went loose. So we were, and I wasn't doing business, but you sit with the family, and my dad was talking on those things, and they were talking to their partners, they were on the phone, and you are in the family, what's going on.
Yeah.
It's a hard journey, and I've seen those days, and for nearly 2 years it was tough time back in days, especially in my hometown.
Yes.
And then coming 2008, I came to Australia, and things, I couldn't be more blessed. So my parents took the right decision. We came here. There was a lot of support. My sister was already here. My brother-in-law was here, so we had a lot of support. So yeah, I did my, things were very different back then. But when you come from a business family, all you can think is business. That's it. That's what you know. That's what you're born for.
I love that.
It's like I know all my friends who are doctors, and who are lawyers, or who are in different fields, and I see if their parents are doctors, it just happens that they are they just become doctors, right? So it's a long journey. Everyone have their own journey. My sister is the doctor. Becoming a doctor is it's not easy. So someone asked me that it's 10 years worth of studies. So nearly 5 years just to get graduate, and then specialize in medicine. And my sister, she's a GP, and I know that it takes at least 10 years to study hard, and then when you start making money. So that, it's same with businesses as well.
I love it. I love that is the same with business, and people don't realize that when they start a business, it's not gonna just drop on you, just like a rain, like just dropping on you like a hail or anything else. It just actually should happen step by step, and you become in charge of everything what happens. Because when you do a job, everything is given to you. Clients are given to you. Marketing is given to you. Accountancy is given to you. The aftermaths of chasing invoices is given to you. The bank accounts and everything else given to you. But in a business, you spend some time establishing.
Yes. And in job, I say job is a bribe. They give you bribe. They bribe you to remain in the job. Even the people who work with me, like I don't want them to work for me forever. I want them, I want to make them businessmen. I want to make them do their own thing, get out on the field, do your own. I don't want my team to stick around and just make money what they are making off us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm always encouraging my whole team that we need to get out of the house. You don't get stuck on me, because I'm gonna do my own run. I'm running the show. You better go out and run your own show. Like I don't want them to stick around with me for next 10 years.
Sure.
Right. So I'm there to help. I have been through that journey, and I am there to help them to be successful in that journey, and I don't want them sitting around and not thinking like a businessman. I'm not one of the persons who don't want the other people to grow. I want them to grow with me.
Yeah.
So if they grow, I grow.
That's just so beautiful. I can see we have a mom with us, and also we have Joe with us. Hi guys, I hope you're well on Facebook, and also we have Howard with us. He's saying good afternoon. Good afternoon, Howard. I know that Howard, he was actually very excited about this show, because when I posted the information that we will go live with you, what he posted, he said, that's very exciting, because this is exactly where I am right now. I cannot decide what to move forward with. So Akshay, could you please share us a bit more about your journey? How did you actually decide to go from, your 9 to 5, then into beauty business, and then into real estate? Because it's such a diverse, diverse.
Should I put it in the harsh words?
Well, let's remember we're on live. Not.
It's a harsh decision in life to make. I was doing really well in my job, in all honesty. So one fine day, I worked in Motorola Solutions and I come from IT background for nearly 5.5 years. And one fine day, I thought, you know what? I know the game. I know how it works, and then I got married. So Pritika came in my life. So,
Right.
and I've been thinking to do my own business. You just need sometimes you just need the right partner. Maybe she was meant to come. So as soon as we got married, it was a very tough decision for us. And sometimes even today, she tells me that you throw me in the swimming pool without even know how to swim.
Very hard.
So it's a funny story, yeah. So I came back home. I was really frustrated, and I told Pritika, I said she can do, she's a makeup artist.
Yeah.
So I said, why don't you makeup artist? Why don't you start your own business? And people. So I posted. It's a funny thing. So I posted her first ad on Gumtree.
Right.
That if people are looking for business, sorry, makeup, right?
Makeup, yes.
So I posted it on Gumtree, and suddenly I saw, oh my God, looks like this game can pick quickly, because it's a cheaper service. Like you're paying $100-200, to get ready and dressed up. So it's a cheaper service, but the quantity can be bigger, right?
Yes.
So I told Ritika, I'll leave my job. Let me put some of my brain into advertising you, because you've got the skills.
Wow.
But no one knows the skills until you advertise yourself, right? So she got the skills. So I said, skills are only good if someone can sell them.
That's powerful.
Yeah. So if skills are no good, if you can't sell them, you might be the bestest of the best, but if you can't sell the skills, you're gonna stand nowhere. Like,
yeah.
So we started doing that, and funnily, I had a very deeper knowledge of IT. So what I did, instead of creating just one ad on Gumtree, I created hundreds. I started one ad, 2 ad, 10. It was free platform.
Bummer.
Yeah, it was free platform, right? So up till I created 10 ads, then Gumtree stopped me from creating ads.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
So I created another account. I created more ads.
No way. This is so creative.
I created
like that.
right. So I thought, I know it's a free platform. You can create whatever you want to,
Yeah.
So I created 10 ads, 20 ads, 30 ads, 40 ads. And guess what happened? If you search makeup artist on Gumtree, that's what you can find. Only her.
That's it.
You can't find anyone else.
Wow. That was really interesting move. Honestly, I wonder how many people who are watching us right now have done the same thing. It's like, farm internet with you, whether you're watching us on YouTube right now or maybe Facebook, wherever you are. Let us know whether you are ever trying to spam internet with yourself. But this is quite interesting what you're saying, because yes, people either can go down the route of getting paying ads, or go on Facebook, go on Google, anywhere, or finding was it like a local community? Because we also have Gumtree, and I wonder if it is the same thing. What is in Australia?
Yes, same thing. It's from UK's website.
I see.
Right. So what happened when I post the ads? Now they ask me for paid advertising. So I spend $20 on that. In all honesty, I thought, you know what? Let me spend 20.
Yeah.
What happens when you spend 10 or $20? You start coming on the top. But generally speaking, I didn't. With Gumtree, so what happened with Gumtree? There was a lot of bargain hunters.
Yes.
Right. What happened is people are looking for cheap ticket on Gumtree.
Right.
So I thought, you know what? I said, Pritika, you're not one of the cheap artists. You are the artist who charges top dollar.
Wow.
Right?
Love that support. How powerful is that?
So I said, there are two options. Either you become cheap or you become top. So if you want to come to the top,
yes,
bang, you got to change something, right? Because she's got a skill. We are using very high-end products for makeup, right? And when I did my numbers, I'm not even joking. Those makeup kits can cost you about 20 grand.
Wow.
So that's how expensive the makeup game is. So, and then I started, I started exploring all the revenues like Facebook, Instagram, Google Ads.
Yes.
The business started to grow a little bit. So now we started with zero. maybe we put $20 on first of few of our advertising, and we started making money. So we started this from home. All right.
Wow.
This is a home-based service. In a small studio, I'm still sitting on that same desk where Pritika started her first makeup.
Seriously? It's like the Amazon guy. There's a picture somewhere on the internet where he sits by his desk and there's a big, massive computer on his desk. It's the same in your case. Like you're sitting by the same desk where that beauty business was built. I love that. Okay. And what happened next?
So next was that, so women started coming to our place, right? So one fine day I came back home and I saw about 7 or 8 women getting dressed up at our place. I really, it was only 2 months into the business.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I'm thinking, I came back home and I'm sitting at my couch and thinking, this is so much noise here. Like, this is invading my privacy now.
You created that. Man, you created it and now you're complaining. I love that. I wonder what Madeleine and Charlotte who just joined us. I wonder what they think about this. So a husband is supporting wife and really making sure that she's progressing in her business and he's making her successful. Now she has all these women in the house and he sits there thinking, I'm not happy now. What do you think about this?
It was a wedding. It was a wedding, first wedding party. So there were like 8 women to get ready. There was a photographer at my place, and it just went out of control, right? And I'm sitting at home and I'm thinking, what on earth we did? Like, I don't know how so many people came up, And then that was our first day. Like, I think that was only 2 months into the business, and in one day, bang, we made money, a lot of money. So we had one girl as a staff as well at home.
Yes.
So I sat back. I thought, you know what? I know this is not going to happen every day.
Yes.
Right? The wedding's not going to happen every day.
Mm-hmm.
But wedding does happen 50 times in a year.
I love that. I love the mindset.
Right. So I had my mindset, and I thought, and I calculated quickly. Should I go in the numbers?
If you want, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So I went into quickly and I thought, I calculated myself. I said, if we earn $1,000 in a day, let's say out of 365 days, we only work 50 days.
Yeah.
We're still making $50,000.
Sweet.
That's a lot, right? So I said, you don't have to work 365 days. You might have to only work 50 days.
And this is
right.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the skill set. Once you have the skill set, things are different, right?
Yeah.
For me, I don't have any skill set.
I'm sure you do.
Skills are,
well,
skills are a different.
No, but your skills, what I can see straight away, your skill set, you could say an opportunity within nowhere. Like we could say just had a skill and you realize there's just a platform such as Gumtree and there's just a house and you managed to join all these opportunities together. You're having an amazing skill. You're using a platform which was there free, creating God knows how many accounts. I mean, I never done it myself. And I think this is so creative, right? And also you making sure that now we are leveling up. And I think this is so important. And I can see also Maria joined us. So I wonder if somebody's having any questions about so far the journey what Akshay actually had, because so far you were really supportive to your wife, but you are getting to the point where it's a bit too much and crowded in the house. And you've done your math. Okay, so 50K out of 50 days working per year. What was the next step?
So I thought it's time for us to move into a bigger location. Let's get a shop.
Yeah.
Right? Let's get a shop front. So Pritika is thinking, oh my God, like shop front, getting a shop front is expensive, right?
Yeah.
So, and she said, so we started looking at a lot of commercial right now. The thing is, we don't have money. Who's going to give us commercial?
Right.
Right. So with commercial, it's expensive to lease. And, those leases are for 3 to 5 years.
Right.
And without money, without anything, how are you going to end up having a commercial lease? Not on earth somebody going to give you. So we went on and I thought we kept looking, all right? So we kept looking. We had refusal from a few places, but one party actually, a commercial shop right in close to the train station, they agreed to give the commercial lease. So you know what? Bang. Now we don't have money, but we got the lease.
Wonderful.
Right. So we still don't have anything to start up the business. Only thing we have is thought. You don't need money to start the business. You need the thought. Right.
And
So
this is so powerful. And actually, this is so powerful. Many people think you need to have investment money, you need to have team, you need to have business partner, you need to have production,
nothing.
you need to have manufacturing. But actually, all you need to have is a thought, an idea, what actually you would like to do, or what is my next step. Don't think about 15
Yes.
steps ahead. My next step. I love that.
Yes. So, you know, once you have thought in your mind, I can tell you things does progress in words you like. They come inside you. You know what I mean? Like if you have to think, like you sleep, you dream, you have to think when you wake up.
Yes.
Right. So, you know, finally we secured the lease, and guess what happened now? We went to a few places. People said, now, you know, you have to do shop fitting.
Fine.
So shop fitting is an expensive game altogether.
Yeah.
So we took few quotes and we realized that we bought the shop now. Sorry, excuse my language, but we thought, what's next? You know,
Yeah.
like where the hell the money's gonna come to fit the shop?
Yeah.
So Pritika is very creative. So what happened? We got few designers in, and funny thing happened that Pritika ended up designing the whole shop herself through a computer program, which is free.
Wow, that's impressive.
Right.
Wow.
So architect was charging us $15,000 to do the drawings for us,
Yes.
and Pritika managed to find some internal system. I can't remember. I have to check what system was it like. So she did some drawings within. There's a small computer system. She did some drawings, placing things, you know, where the plug points should be, you know, where the mirror's gonna go, small things like that, right? So
Wow.
we have to build. If we had an empty shop, now we have to build the shop, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so we took few quotes and it was really expensive. So we came down, we bought them down ourselves. We thought, you know what, that much money we have, and somehow we have to open this business because we've got the shop now. We just have to open it, right?
Yes.
And I'm not even joking. The day we got the shop, in 15 days, we opened the business. 15 days.
In 15 days. Wow, this is so inspirational. If you don't mind, could you please ask Pritika which platform she used? Because I'm sure some people will definitely benefit. You don't have to ask right now, but maybe if you can ask and we can post it below the video.
Yes.
You know, so actually
Yes.
people can use it as well, because I'm sure it will be very beneficial for those people who also want to use the service, but actually it's too expensive for them. So it will be wonderful to have the link.
4 or 5 years ago, I think she would remember. There's a lot of free softwares. If you put in the measurements, if you're building anything,
Yeah.
you just have to put the. It's funny that you actually have to put the measurement, and you can actually move around with the cursor.
Wow.
It was that simple.
Wow.
Right.
So resourceful. I love that. And that's the thing. You don't have to, if you don't have money to pay for all these services, you can be just resourceful, spend some time researching what can you use to help
Yes.
yourself in your business. I love that. Well done.
So you have to be resourceful when you don't have money.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, we now the thing is, it took us 15 days to open the shop. So we asked them if you can give us 20 days rent free. All right.
Who asked?
We went back.
Wait. Who asks for that to get for free? I mean, seriously? And what did you say?
So we just said, look, we got the keys on the first. I understand that, but we have to fit the shop. So can we get 20 days rent free? And the owner said, yeah, it's okay. No worries.
That's it.
We just
I love that. Everybody who's watching us right now, doesn't matter YouTube or Facebook, the most expensive free tip here, okay? The most expensive and yet free tip here, right? Remember, ask. Just like simply ask. Ask and wonder, can people give you rent-free period of time? Can they give you access to a platform? Can they help you somehow else? Just reach out to people and ask. So hello everybody
to just
joining us, and thank you so much for watching us. But I really wonder if you actually came across somebody who, when he hires commercial premises, says, "Oh, can we, by the way, get 20 days free of rent?" Did you come across anybody like that? I'm sure you didn't. But you know what? Akshay is the man. He actually asked for rent free from his landlord, and
so
it. And I love the question
yeah.
Howard is asking here. Did you have any fear of failure for the new business? Oh, really good question. So, did you actually had any fear of failure?
See, one thing in business is if you have started the business, there's no failure. It doesn't exist in business.
Right.
If you have started it or you are thinking to do it, you have to put yourself into it. There's nothing called failure in business.
Right.
Right? There's, even if you, let's say the business doesn't grow, right? You're still not failure. You tried. A lot of people don't have that, urge to try. So you are still successful because you tried to get your step into that. You tried yourself,
Yeah.
So the failure doesn't exist in business. So if somebody asks me failure, it doesn't exist in my dictionary being in business, because if you are in business, that means you have to run the business. You don't have a choice, right? You can't think, oh, you know what? I'm tired. I'm draining my energy. You just got to stay positive and keep moving. Trust me. That's it. All right. The rents were really high now. Commercial rents. Oh, ask me that.
Well, exactly. What did you do then? Because you got 20 days for free. What's next? You opened up.
And we opened up on the 18th day. Nearly the shop was ready, and I said, I hit the go button without even putting the banners up. So I said, if we hang on and we don't make money, we don't have money to pay the rents in future, right? So yes, it was pretty hard. So we started getting, people started coming in, but it was really hard. I'll be honest, for 6 months, we could hardly pay the rents off. Hardly.
Wow, for 6 months, and you kept going.
Yes, for first 6 months. It's funny. Pritika used to call me, right? I was doing some odd jobs to support the business, and Pritika was working hard towards it, and she would literally cry that no one turned up at the shop today. No one turned up at the shop. No one, not even one single client came in. So
wait, oh, poor girl, I want to give her a cuddle right now.
yeah. So it was she was literally, she used to cry and come back home, and then that we haven't made any money and we have to pay the rent. It went on 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, bang. We were like, hell is going loose. Like, what's next?
Yeah.
Right? The credits were lining up, and we are deep down in debt now. So we are thinking, what's next? All right, guys, here's the downturn, but here's the upturn, right? You stick to what you're doing. Consistency brings persistency.
Oh, I love that. Very good. Very good. Yes, consistency brings persistency. Yes.
Now people started to know us, right? Our services started to work. We had to hire a staff to get going. So we hired a girl. We hired another staff to help Pritika out, right? So things becoming to come back again. Bang, we are good, right? And in first year, we didn't break even in the first year, to be honest.
Wow.
My calculation was about $50,000. Remember from the behind?
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
So, first year we made, I think, around 30, maybe overall, like the whole revenue of the shop was about $30,000-$40,000.
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
For the first year, it was fucking good. It was good.
For 6 months, nothing was happening. Considering you have money to start, I think it's great.
Yeah. So first year, see, any business, if you want to work in the business, first year is tough, right?
Yeah.
4 years in the business now.
Yeah.
4 years. Even COVID can't hit us now.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So what happened? yeah, so first year was tough, and then just in our first year, I thought, you know what? I think Pritika, you are good to go. It's time for me to take a next step
Oh, wow.
in my life,
Yes.
right? So I left. I left that business completely, and I started my own. I started working in real estate.
But hang on a second. How do you just wake up in the morning and you think, that's it, I'm gonna leave this beauty business, Pretty is okay on her own, I'm gonna do real estate? I mean, it doesn't happen like that. Actually, how did you come to the idea of doing real estate? Because people right now, they're sitting watching us and thinking, I don't know what to do. I don't want to work for somebody, and maybe I don't want to work with my partner as well, but I would love to do my own thing. What was your journey of making the decision that that's it? Right now, I decided to go into real estate.
So what happened? It was one year in the business, right? So Pritika was in a business where we were talking to a lot of, because Pritika's clientele she works only with exclusive clientele. In all honesty, right?
Right, there we go. Okay, now we're talking. Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
our business model was actually based on Burberry, Louis Vuitton, and big brands,
Right.
right? We have created a brand for ourselves,
Love,
right? So Color Me Pink is a brand,
love that. I could tell
right?
you have so many followers. I was like, Jesus,
Yes,
Instagram is full, Facebook is full. I'm like, yeah, that's impressive. That's good.
yes. So it's I think Pritika has been doing it for 7 years now. It takes a long time
Yes.
to build those followers.
Yeah.
So it's been 7 years since she started a blog back in 2012 or 13. It takes a while. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
And now I proudly say is that she's number one artist in Melbourne. So she's done so many weddings and bridal. She's done really well for herself now.
Right.
So we were meeting with the clientele, and then some of my Pritika's clientele, they used to meet me. They said, hey, you are in IT. Maybe why don't you do something else? Like what do you want to do? Because end of the day, I know that Pritika can do herself, and I need to put myself on the ladder and do something else. Because we can't stick on one business. Now business has to expand. You can't put all your balls in one basket, can you? All the eggs gonna break.
Yes, eggs. I love that. Exactly. So
Yeah.
even in a
So-
family business, it's really good to have a backup plan of another business, because then at least if one business is having any type of shape of a seasonality when actually it's not that busy, that means other businesses
Yeah.
support. That's a wonderful tip.
Yeah, so security, like you have job security, now you got to keep your business security as well. So something, it's an essential service. We know that it's not going to go, but no one knew. I'll tell you, when UK was in recession in 2008, you know who were making money?
Cool.
You live in UK, you should know better than me.
I just arrived into UK in 2009. I didn't even speak any English. Do you think I was searching who was making money? I was busy learning English. So I'll be honest, I never searched that.
In the times of recession, the beauty salons were the one who were killing it, who were making the most money in UK.
Way. Seriously?
Yes. I'll tell you their reasons if you go in the history and you'll check it, and you will be surprised. Right? People were in recession. Now everybody, they don't have job. There's all kind of things happening. And the beauty salons, people used to go there, look good, make themselves look better, and they started to invest in themselves at the time of the recession. Right? This all comes, look, people think it's easy to start business. I read a lot of newspapers. I can talk on anything at any given day of the time. Like I know what Donald Trump has said today. Like yeah. So I read a lot of newspaper, but you got to keep your knowledge high. And like knowledge levels must be very high. The thing is, if you're knowledgeable, nobody can beat you. That's another game, right? So knowledge is a key to success. So you should know what's happening. Like somebody called me today. It's a funny thing. They called me today. They said, what's going to happen with the real estate market, right? And I said, no one on this earth knows that.
Yeah.
In all honesty, right? But guess what? You know Warren Buffett?
Yeah, of course.
Right? He cashed out $130 billion.
Oh, God.
He took his money out. of the share market, right?
Right, of the share market. I see. I see.
Right. He cashed himself up.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? He took out all his money from airline industry. What does that tell you?
Copy him. That's what I would do. Smart people know
Cash
what
out.
they're doing. Copy them.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
And then recently you would have seen in the news, Elon Musk has put $100 million of real estate on sale.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. I don't know why they are doing it, but there must be a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually doing one of the trainings with one of the he's a coach for Discovery Channel. It's a funny thing. He said, you know what? Big billionaire businessmen like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, he has worked with them. They are psychopaths. They breathe in and breathe out business. He said they're psychopaths.
I love that.
Right?
Be a psychopath.
So you don't have to be a psychopath, right? You don't have to be like that. I don't know. I want to become a billionaire, but I know it takes a lot of courage and a lot of hard work, right? Right. Every day I wake up, I think I need to do something else in my life. I need to do something different, So, it's different. Like, when people talk about real estate, things are different with me. I know. The thing is, I know what I'm talking about. I know what the game is. I understood the game. Real estate journey was very hard.
So tell us more.
So I did my real estate course, and I thought, who's gonna give me job now? Like, who's gonna teach me?
Exactly.
So 3 months I was knocking on the same door of the same company.
Oh.
3 months.
Why? Because you want to work there.
Yes, and because it was only 200 meters away from my house.
I love that.
That was another thing.
That's a great selling point at the interview. So why do you want to work for us? You're next to my house. I mean,
yes. As soon as I get out of my house, it was only 1 minute walk.
Wow, I love that. You can't even exercise in that time.
That's it. So I thought. So I knocked on their door, and he's a lovely guy. I still meet him. Like, I still know the team,
Yeah.
And I knocked on their door. Bang, bang, bang. I need a job. Like, tell me how to do real estate. What is real estate? How does it work? Like, and it's funny. So I kept chasing him for 3 months nearly. Sure. And one fine day he said, "See, this game is not for everyone. Real estate, a lot of people come and go.
Right.
What it sees from outside, there's a lot of hard work inside." So
yes.
And I said, and people have this perception in their mind. Someone actually told me one day, he said, "Oh, real estate, there's a lot of money to be made in real estate. You can, in 3-4 months, you can go from rags to riches." I said, I wish.
Duh.
Exactly. I can tell you, it's a funny thing. So when I started my business, right, one of my friends, he's I don't know if he's listening, but he can listen. So one of my friends, we were laughing. He's in habit of putting profit and loss statement a lot, like how much profit you've made, how much loss you've made. I can give you one tip: when you're starting your business, don't do that. It's dangerous to do that, because only thing you will see is loss.
Don't do it. Comes like that. Well, I mean, you should do it, but maybe don't focus on that, right? Because again, if you
don't focus in the beginning.
Yes.
Just focus on doing the right thing. Yeah. Don't focus on the money. Don't focus on putting these. The accountants are made for that, right? Ask your accountant to do the job.
Yeah.
Right. Don't focus your head. How much money you have made? How much money you're making today? Or how much money you're gonna make tomorrow? Nobody on this earth can tell you how much money you're going to make tomorrow in a business. Yeah. It's not 9 to 5.
Yes.
Right. And I tell you, especially with this COVID-19, I know a lot of successful people, but they're not successful anymore. Right. Things have actually went down the path which no one has accepted.
Yep.
Businesses are shut down. And I know a lot of people lot of businesses who were, most of the businesses are running on a day-to-day basis. So I wish them luck. I wish them courage. I wish them they come stronger on the other side. Because see, once you've done business, you've got that experience. So if anybody who's listening is in the business and they think, what's gonna keep us motivated out of this?
Yeah.
Nothing other than you yourself. You yourself gonna keep yourself motivated. So get out there. I know right now, I actually posted the other day. What's his name? Let me find out his name. That that guy from Alibaba.
Alibaba.
Do you know that website?
Oh, I don't know his name, but I know what you mean. Yes, because he also started from just an idea. It was just an idea, but again, it just proves like absolutely any business. Look at the Ford. Look at any other car brand. Look at any other beauty brand. Look at any hotel brand. Everything started with just an idea, and our business became worldwide, global, and they still survive even during the COVID-19. But it just means that you start with a thought, start with the idea, what do you want to do, and then just like Akshay, don't focus on losses during the first year. Think about your next steps. Do the right thing for your business. Be persistent.
Yeah, his name is Jack Ma. He's a billionaire. I follow a lot of them, right? See, the following, if you follow them, they are actually workaholics. I'm not even joking. If you want to become a billionaire, you gotta be a workaholic. You can't. They don't sit. They don't relax in their lives. It's different. They've got a different journey altogether.
It's different minds.
It's all about mindset.
Yeah.
It's all about mindset. I'm not. In all honesty, I'm not that driven in my life. I'm not that driven that I want to become a billionaire. Yes, I think I want to become a billionaire, but yes, maybe in next few years I get more driven. And drive comes from within yourself. And I'll be honest. If I stress myself, I'm asthmatic.
Right.
My biggest problem with my health is that I cannot take over stress of work. I cannot. My body doesn't allow me to do that, right? So you got to play with your body as well. So if I've got a very challenging mindset. If I am thinking too much and I'm stressed out, I can't breathe properly.
Oh wow! It's almost like body stops you from stressing and tells you breathe.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes. So everyone have their own. You gotta understand your body first. That's very important as well. If you are not understanding your own body, what your body do when you do this, what your body is doing when you do that, it's like going to gym, right? So you gotta understand, which is very powerful thing. You gotta understand what your body wants you to do. Maybe you're a very smart person, right? And you sit on your IT desk and computer play around. But if you know what your body is doing,
Yes.
that's when you can do business. Because if health is wealth, if you don't have health, you're not gonna create wealth, right?
That.
So I understood that my body, if I push my body too much, I fall sick, right? And I've got asthma since I was very young, so I can't push myself, right? I know that if I do that, and that has happened before. When we opened Pritika's business, funnily we went and started painting myself. You get excited.
Yeah.
So and I started painting, like go and paint the shop and all that thing. I can't do it, and my asthma triggered. It took me at least 10 days to calm my asthma.
No way! Wow, that's how important to know your body. Know your body. Your body speaks to you, and it really tells you when it's time to rest, when it's time to kick off your work, when it's time to kick off your rest, and mindfulness, and maybe a bit of anything else, whatever helps you. Even just as simple as breathing, like in your case, just keep breathing. Just listen to your body. I love that tip. That's really, really powerful.
Yeah, you gotta listen to your body. It's very important. If you're not listening to your body, trust me, you can't do business. So its first thing is, and anytime I even today, if I'm meeting a client, I'll tell you before I meet with very high level clients, right?
Right.
What they buy off me is my energy levels, right? So I'm very careful that if I'm meeting 2 to 3 clients a day, I need to have 2 hours difference
Yeah.
in between the meetings, and I am fully energized before I rock up to their place.
Love that. Love that.
Right.
That's so powerful. Yes.
So 2 hours before I've got the meeting, I stop doing everything. I stop it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I just drop myself down and I just stop everything. And I know that now is the time for me to make money. I need to go and sit in front of them. I need to have my energy level. I need to breathe with them. So that is very important, right? You can't. I've seen people who are, go back and forward. I can't do back and forward with my clients either, because it stresses me out. And the thing is, I can't provide them the service if I'm not, healthy myself. They are, if I'm dealing with really, really old people who are, 70, 80 years old, to make them understand it's different, it can take a lot of energy. So our job is very different than people think.
I love that. And I think it's so powerful to actually say it, because what happens very often, people, for example, would call me and they say, Olga, I'm successful, I built my business and I have a beautiful home and family and everything I ever wanted, but I don't feel fulfilled. And as a result, because they don't feel fulfilled within themselves, they also neglected their body. And then they neglected their mindfulness. And then they neglected their mental state. And as a result, they are successful, but deeply unhappy. And they feel shy now to go to gym because they're overweight. And now they feel shy to go even start rebuilding their mentality and their mindfulness because they feel it's too late. So what you said there, listening to your body whilst you're on the journey, is really important.
So what do you keep to keep yourself healthy other than drinking water?
Yes, I do drink a lot of water. That's for
give me a good tip.
Water is the key. Well, the thing is, so like with you, I also learned about myself something during the business journey. I learned that I have very low blood pressure, like really low compared to other people. And whenever my blood pressure goes a bit up, that's when I have headaches. So I learned not to allow myself to stress out. And it is about making a choice, like that real choice of yours, to tell yourself that I will not think about it now. That's my favorite phrase. I say, I will not think about it now. I will do what I can, and I will think and get emotional and, feel that later. And this beautiful thing about later, it never comes, right? Because basically by the time you dealt with that, you don't have to think about it anymore. Right? So that's my way how I deal with me not getting way too emotional about stuff, because I want to control my blood pressure. But the reason why I drink a lot of water, because if I don't drink enough of water, then my blood pressure goes even lower and then I feel dizzy. So this is how I actually train myself to walk around with a water bottle all the time, and you will find water around me everywhere. Like on my desk, there's a jug of water. Here I have 2 glasses of water. In my car, there's a bottle of water. Everywhere I have water. And I wouldn't say like everybody should drink more water, but I will say everybody should drink more water. Because it is important. But not only that, I think very important to me is having rest. And what I was asked yesterday about...
Sorry, I'm cutting. What do you mean by rest? Is it 12 hours or 15 hours of sleep?
No. Oh, gosh, 12 hours of sleep. If I would sleep for that long, I'll probably wake up with the biggest headache. No, I normally sleep around about, I would say, 5 hours at night. Sometimes 6, and that's like, oh my God, I have extra hour. I get really excited when I have first 6 hours sleep.
5, 6 hours, that's it.
Yeah, that's enough. Oh, trust me, that's enough. I do it for years now, for years and years. And sometimes I work through the entire night because I get the massive kick when I work through the night. I don't know why, but I get the majority of my inspiration and ideas at the nighttime. So very often, let's say from Friday to Saturday night, I will spend the entire night just working on writing content or doing something because I enjoy doing that. And especially if on Saturday nothing's happening, that will be my Friday night out because I enjoy that. But what I mean by having rest, for me, it's important to have walks. I go for daily walks and I have really long walks. For me, it's reading. For me, it's writing my 5 journals. People go mad when I tell them I have 5 journals. But yes, I do have 5 journals. And it's my routine, really. It's sticking to my routine, which is so addictive. if I don't do it, I miss it massively and I'm not myself. And I learned that, when you have a bit of this brain numb and you think, oh, I was working for so long, I learned, this is my little tip. I go on Facebook and I watch Michael McIntyre videos. This is my brain numbing exercise because then I just laugh. And because Michael, he's hilarious comedian. I love him dearly because he talks about obvious stuff, but with such humor that it just makes me laugh like crazy. And that is my almost like mini break. Whenever I feel like a bit of, I need to break from myself right now, I just do that because it energizes me, gives me that, like a bit of a giggle, and I carry on. So this is like my little, of course, there's a lot more, but it's like my quick tips, really.
Oh, as you said, 5-6 hours of sleep. I don't know, my body, if I don't have minimum 8 to 9 hours, I just can't work properly. I'm not kidding.
Wow. I guess,
So that's we all are different, right? Body to body, right?
yes.
And it's funny, and it's really funny. So what happens is, I've tried it. I've tried. I know it's mindset. And a lot of people talk about it. Oh, you know what? 6 hours of sleep is enough for me. Maybe not, right? I've tried it, and what happened is, I've done it, and it actually makes me feel like, oh, I'm feeling very dizzy. I don't feel full energy. Like, I think I am not performing at full energy if I have less sleep. That's how I feel. I don't know if it's a mindset or whatever it is, but I just don't feel it. But anyways, each to its own. That's what I said. We gotta read our own bodies
Yeah.
before we can come to a conclusion. And being in business is the biggest thing is focused mind,
Yes.
right? A lot of people ask me, what should I do? How should I plan my day? I think, I'll be honest with you. Yes, I understand planning is very important, but forget about it. Forget about too much planning doesn't get you anywhere in life. I can tell you today. Anybody who's thinking, oh, I'm going to plan for next 3 months, everyone was planning. And guess what happened? COVID. All the plan gone down the drain. That's the reality of the life, right? Guess what happened?
Yeah.
Where are the plans? You were traveling suddenly US, I'm going UK, I'm going to make this much money in my life, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. What happened? All gone. So, go with the day, go with the flow,
Yes.
right? I've been through a lot of trainers. I'll be honest. I've done a lot of training in my life as well. I don't like the trainer who tell you put plan together, do this to this much, from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. do this, 9 to 10 do this. I think it's all bullshit. I think go with the flow. You gotta have time management when you really are successful and you're getting busy. So hire someone for you to do your time management. Hire a PA, put a PA together, right? You don't get involved in these things if you can't do it. My thought process is very different. Once you start making money, you need to have someone who can help you make more money. You can't say that. And I see a lot of businesses struggling. The whole reason is they might be making a lot of money, but they don't have any help.
Yes.
And I've seen businessmen starting business and not spending money. That's just not the way businesses work. If you are in business and you are thinking, oh, we are making money now, right? To provide service, if you're in a service industry, to provide that service to your client, you have to have someone. You can't do everything yourself,
Yeah.
right? You have to have someone who can manage, who can monitor, who can put your schedule together for you, right? Don't put, you don't do tick, tick, tick. This is my checklist. I'm going to tick this, tick, tick, tick. I'm a very different person. I hate it. I think too much planning doesn't get you anywhere. You plan too much, you end up in nowhere. So, just go with the flow. And if you're working hard, things will come to you 100%. There is some kind of a, power which is shadowing us. If you keep working towards it, something eventually it will happen. Overnight nobody can become rich.
Yeah.
So something will happen. One day you might be sitting and someone out of the blue calls you and bang, you've made your life.
Yes.
You just have to be at the right place at the right time. And I'm a very strong believer in karma. So you do the right thing, the right thing will come back to you. You know, if you have, I'll tell you, if you have intentionally bite someone, someone will come and bite you one day. That's gonna happen eventually, isn't it?
I think many people got really reassured here right now, because I'm sure lots of people are thinking, well, I should make a plan. I should have a plan. I should build a business plan, and I should have a 5-year plan and a 10-year plan. And I think those people who are really suitable not to go really crazy into planning, that will really be good advice and tip. Because again, it's about working up to your strengths and sorting out, being resourceful about your weaknesses. And if it's not your strength to stick to the plan, in that case, allow somebody to plan your time. And I know lots of successful people, and I also have a VA myself, who actually do have somebody organize their time. And for me, it's quite easy to organize my own sometimes time. But the thing is, majority of time management should be done by somebody else. And it's quite remarkable how once you up to your strengths, how much you can achieve. A lot more. So this is really powerful, really powerful. Well, I must say, I don't know where the time flew, because, I mean, I know it's nearly an hour. But could you tell us, I know you don't have a plan for where you would like to probably get with your business, but what is your plan for the next few months, let's say? What are you doing right now? What's the big project right now?
Training myself. I train myself. I'm sharpening my skills. You know, the plan is to get sharper than anyone else on this earth. Get smarter. You know, that's the plan. There's no plan of business, but how I can integrate within myself to become a better person. That's my plan. Become a better person. Become more respectful. Become, you know, respect other human beings. You know, there's so many things we can teach. So many things. You know, you got to be kind to other people. There's so many things you can do, rather than, you know, we're already in business. We talk business all day, but what have you done for yourself? What have you done for someone else? Maybe for one person in life. You know, you don't have to do it for 10 people.
Yeah.
You know, if you can help one people, and we all help one each, trust me, we've helped the whole world.
Love that. That's really powerful, really powerful. Well, I can tell if you just joined us, and I must say that we're just about to finish off this show. I really hope it was helpful and useful for those who are thinking what business to start, or how do I go into business. Just watch the replay, because it was really valuable to learn from you today, Akshay, and to listen to your tips about listening to your body and being in line with your body telling you, and also not to go too crazy about planning, but to know the next step, rather than wasting your time on crazy planning of a couple of years, and not to focus on making the numbers, especially when they're so negative, but focus on how can I make it work and being unstoppable. I love that. You know what? I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed learning from you today, and I'm sure people got lots of value. It would be really wonderful to hear what people got away from this show. But do you have anything else to say before we finish up? How people can get in touch with you? How people can learn more from you?
See, if you guys have a question, you know, what we can do and what's next in life, and you know, we are happy to do another show. Olga, you can always reach out to me. That's not a problem. If we think this is valuable, there's a lot of information we can share. You know, and it really depends what your questions are, and we will be happy to answer all of them. So, you know, it's all about mindset and training. So that's why we have Olga here, the international mindset coach. So if you guys are looking for mindset training, you gotta reach out with this beautiful girl, so she can tell you more of how keeping your head aligned and everything will fall in place, isn't it, Olga?
Thank you. I did not expect you promoting me right now, but thank you. That's
I'm just promoting the mindset. I'm not promoting you.
But it's about that relationship. And the way how we started the show, it is about relationships. And even though you're all the way in Australia, and it's probably already 11 p.m., so I better let you go. Please say hello to Pritika. She's an amazing woman. I admire her. Please give her a cuddle from myself, because
you gotta do another one with her very soon. All right.
Definitely, absolutely, absolutely. And I'm looking forward to meet you too. Whenever I'm in Australia, I will definitely come see you. But also, you're welcome here in UK. So we'll see you very shortly. But thank you so much for coming into the show. Welcome, and thank you so much, everybody who just joined and who actually was with us all this time. Really, really appreciate you. And see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.